Welcome back to the channel, besties. Today is a beautifully chaotic day to dive into the absolute madness of our favorite Genoa City residents. We have so much ground to cover, and honestly, the drama is reaching levels we didn't even know were possible. Grab your iced coffees, buckle up, and let's get straight into the absolute insanity that just went down. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. You guys, I am deceased. My soul has actually left my body, and I need to talk about this now. I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what just happened on our screens. I am filming this while running errands, practically screaming into my steering wheel because the latest update on Nikki Newman has genuinely shattered my entire existence. We are not just watching a soap opera anymore, we are witnessing a high-octane psychological masterpiece where the stakes are astronomical. The absolute cinematic mayhem of Nikki's medical crisis is straight up tearing me apart. Let me just set the scene for you, because I am personally offended by the universe right now. Nikki's agonizing, world-ending headaches. They aren't just a symptom, they are a ticking time bomb, and the ultimatum that Dr. Stephanie Simmons just dropped on the Newman family has me hyperventilating. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. Oh, hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I was literally mid-skincare when this scene aired and smeared charcoal mask all over the rug because I gasped so hard. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room when Stephanie walked in with that clipboard. Stephanie, who is basically acting like the Grim Reaper in a lab coat, looked Victor and Nikki dead in the eye and delivered the most insane, world-ending tea ever. She straight up told them that Nikki's condition is critical and time has officially run out. If Nikki does not get this highly invasive, terrifying brain surgery, she will go permanently blind. And here is the part where I started screaming into a pillow. If she does get the surgery, she only has a 50% chance of surviving. 50%, half a chance to live. I am genuinely unwell. My grip on reality is slipping because how are we supposed to process this? Let's just pause and talk about the vibes in that hospital room for a second, which is honestly so unhinged. But did anyone else notice the weird fluorescent hum in the background? It was giving major horror movie aesthetic, like this low-frequency buzzing that just made the whole scene feel 10 times more suffocating. And don't even get me started on the vibes of Stephanie's stethoscope just casually hanging there while she delivers a literal death sentence. The lighting was so stark, casting these long, terrifying shadows across Nikki's bed, which is honestly the most brilliant and cruel foreshadowing I have ever seen. Okay, wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. The psychological torture of this choice is actually destroying me. Nikki is terrified of the dark. We know this. The thought of living the rest of her life in permanent, inescapable darkness is her literal worst nightmare. But she is also terrified of dying. Who wouldn't be? She is trapped in this impossible, agonizing purgatory where both doors lead to absolute horror. Let's just take a massive step back and look at the lore, because if you've been following this saga as obsessively as I have, you know Nikki has been through the ringer. She has survived alcoholism, she has survived being shot, she has survived multiple kidnapping plots, and she has survived being married to Victor Newman, which is honestly a medical miracle in itself. But this feels different. This feels so final. The way the director framed that shot, with the shadows literally creeping up the walls, symbolizing the blindness that is threatening to consume her, it is absolute cinema. I am telling you, the cinematography alone is making me need to seek professional help, and the fact that Nikki is lying there, so fragile, whispering about how much she fears the dark. It shatters you. It genuinely shatters you. And can we talk about Stephanie for a minute? Dr. Stephanie Simmons is genuinely not getting paid enough to deal with the Newman family's toxic brand of chaos. She is standing there trying to uphold her medical oath, telling Victor that time is of the essence. If the pressure in Nikki's brain isn't relieved, the optic nerves will be permanently destroyed. Stephanie is practically shouting at Victor that they need to prep the war, but Victor is just staring her down with that terrifying, cold, dead-eyed glare. He is straight up stonewalling a top-tier surgeon. He's throwing out excuses like he doesn't trust the staff at this hospital, and he is desperately searching for alternative specialists outside of Genoa City. On the surface, it looks like he's just being classic, controlling Victor, trying to save his wife. But we know the truth. We are invested, and we know the dark, twisted reality. Bestie, be for real right now. Victor Newman is officially on my do not proceed list. I am so done with him. While Nikki is sitting there, heavily sedated, absolutely spiraling into a panic attack about whether she is going to lose her sight or lose her life. Victor is playing the role of the fiercely protective, doting husband. But he is using this medical crisis to manipulate her. Did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on. Wait. No, I have to say it again because it is genuinely psychotic. Victor is using Nikki's fear of dying on that operating table to convince her to sign a medical power of attorney. But it's a trap. It's basically a legal Trojan horse to transfer all of her personal Newman Enterprises shares into a trust that he controls. He is stalling the surgery, claiming he needs to find better doctors, but is he really just buying time to liquidate her assets while she's too drugged up to notice? The absolute villainy of this man. He is straight up looting her estate before she even takes her last breath. I cannot even. I am literally pacing around the parking lot right now because the stakes are just too high. If Victor delays this surgery too long because he's playing billionaire Monopoly with her shares, Nikki could go blind, or worse, the condition could deteriorate past the point of no return. Stephanie is practically begging them to make a decision quickly. The window is closing. And Nikki, poor, beautiful, tragic Nikki, is just lying there, paralyzed by the fear of the dark and the fear of the grave. The emotional damage this is doing to me is incalculable. This specific betrayal, this specific storyline, feels like it personally attacked my soul. How can Victor look into the terrified eyes of the woman he has loved for decades, knowing she might not survive a 50-50th surgery, and prioritize stealing her corporate voting power? Wait. Hold on, did I mention the 50% survival rate? Yes, I did. But I need to scream it again because it is not computing in my brain. A coin flip. Nikki Newman's life is resting on a literal coin flip. And Victor is out here acting like he's the hero of the story while secretly orchestrating the most diabolical financial heist in Genoa City history. It's giving major I cannot even energy, and we are spilling all the tea right now because nobody else is talking about the sheer, unadulterated evil of Victor's actions. And where is Victoria in all of this? Oh, don't even get me started on the vibes between Victoria and Victor right now. Victoria is pacing the hallways, clutching her coffee cup like a lifeline, and she is starting to see the cracks in Victor's facade. She knows her dad. She knows that when Victor Newman is stalling, he is scheming. When she found out about the medical power of attorney, you could literally see the gears turning in her head. She realizes that Victor is looting her mother's estate under the guise of paying for these specialized therapies and international consultations that don't even exist yet. Victoria is about to go to war, and honestly, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update because I need Victoria to rip those documents out of Victor's hands and save her mother. I am so deep in the lore right now that my grip on reality is completely gone. I literally sent a 10-minute voice note to my group chat at 4 a.m. this morning just sobbing about Nikki's fear of the dark. Imagine being a woman who has sparkled her entire life, who has been the absolute diamond of Genoa City, facing a future where she can't see the faces of her children, or her grandchildren, ever again. And her only alternative is a surgery where she might just flatline on the table. My brain is visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of this plot. I'm cutting myself off mid-sentence just to gasp for air because I am hyperventilating right now. Did I say that yet? Ugh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, how are we supposed to sleep knowing Nikki is sedated, blindfolded by Victor's lies, and running out of time? I'm calling it right now. The villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update. If Nikki wakes up from this drug-induced haze and realizes that her husband used her darkest, most vulnerable moment, her paralyzing fear of blindness and death, to rob her blind, she is going to destroy him. But she has to survive first, she has to agree to the surgery, and she has to beat the 50% odds. Every time the camera pans to Nikki's terrified face, my heart physically hurts. I am clutching my chest in the middle of Target right now because I am too unwell to handle this. The sheer audacity of the writers to put us through this emotional meat grinder. Stephanie is standing there with her charts, Victor is standing there with his secret legal documents, and Nikki is just fading away into the shadows. I need everyone to wake up and panic with me because the Newman Empire is crumbling. Nikki's life is hanging by a thread. And Victor is proving that he is the most ruthless monster on daytime television.